Mr. Bean.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. A happy birthday to you and a very good afternoon, Ways and Means Committee. Mr. Secretary, welcome. I'm sorry you have to put up with this, including the profane language that we listen to a lot of folks up here. I don't know, their mom must not have taught them any manners. You, sir, could be anywhere. You don't have to do this. The only thing I can imagine is love of country. And so I want to say thank you. A grateful nation says thank you for your service.
It's an honor.
And thank you for trying. I know it bothers you as a financial guy, and I was a former banker. It bothers you that this country continues to go in the wrong direction financially. So thank you for trying to turn the wheel as little as we possibly can. And I think we're all finding out that wheel can get sticky at times. So thank you for putting some extra muscle in it. And part of turning that wheel is the one big beautiful bill, which, again, thank you for your service. There's so many great things in it. I'm going to ask you that, what's your favorite in just a bit. But first of all, I've talked to some restaurant owners that have confusion and angst over the tax on tips. And so once this legislation is enacted, Treasury will need to update its administrative guidance regarding the treatment of tips, particularly regarding the adjustable gratuities. You know, when the bill is already pre-filled out of tips and will you and Treasury, I know you're going to head this direction anyway, commit that Treasury will clarify its guidance so recommended gratuities such as those added to the bills of large parties where the customer retains the ability to adjust the amount are treated as tips rather than service charges, so the intended target that Congress wants to do it is you don't pay tax on tips. Mr. Secretary, what say you?
Congressman, we have a lot of data on tip income, so this should be a relatively easy endeavor, and we will work to make this as seamless and as efficient as possible so that the working people who receive tips, that it will be expedited and that the small business owners will experience as little paperwork as possible.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. That's the right answer. I listened to you. You've been speaking, and you've done marvelous work because you and the DOGE effort have said even before your tenure, Treasury was out of control. Not even the most essential information in its computer disbursement systems, which has led to over $165 billion in improper payments just last year. We double paid things, and then once we paid them, we couldn't figure out why we paid them. I listened to you of what's needed, and guess what? I've got great news, Mr. Secretary. Tomorrow, I, along with Joni Ernst, we're both involved in the DOGE caucuses of each house, is coming up with a financial payment bill that says on every bill that the United States pays, we'll have a brief description of the purpose of the payment, the appropriations account, which the payment is to be withdrawn, the payment reported on usaspending.gov so it's transparent and the world can see where we're spending the money, and then an annual update of all information related to these payments. It's exciting. It's what you asked for. My question is, what do we need to do to get you on board this bill? And you can say you had me at hello if you want to, but how does that sound? Are you excited about that bill?
Sir, I'm excited about accountability on the payments. When I arrived at Treasury, there's something called a TAS, Treasury Accounting Symbol. One third of the disbursements that we sent out every year did not have a TAS. Without a TAS, a payment cannot be linked back to an appropriation. So there are approximately, imagine Treasury, the TGA is the checking account for the United States of America. Above that sits approximately 450 entities, whether it's agencies, that they just send down payment requests and they'd automatically been sent out. For the first time, we asked that it act like a commercially viable enterprise and that task numbers be assigned. And eventually, the goal should be, perhaps you and Senator Ernst, once you pass this, your second goal could be that these entities that sit above Treasury could all pass an audit.
No, amen. We're working with your team now to make sure that everything that you want in that bill is set. So thank you very much. It sounds like we're going to make a great team. Last thing, anything that else we need to know on the one big beautiful bill? Is there any misinformation you want to clear up, Mr. Secretary?
Well, I don't think I have the time to clear up the misinformation, but I will say that I believe that the economic impetus, the certainty, because there is a duality between the critics of this administration. All I hear is tariffs. It's like TDS has become tariff derangement syndrome, and that all I hear about is uncertainty from tariffs, but then the same side wants to give us uncertainty on taxes. So let's get this bill done and get the certainty on taxes. We will have certainty on tariffs within some window over the coming quarters.
Amen,
And
Mr.
then
Secretary.
then the U.S. economy can realize its full potential.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. I yield back. Thank you.